戦者現る
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. To get the distance they want, let's see their approach. The low is denied. Gets the knockdown, and now... throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive KO. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Shows the medium kick. Throws him. What's next? A quick breather. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? The throw missed. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Looking for a chance. Free glove. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Jumps up. This unleashes some big damage. Life lead is there. This is gonna hurt. Low heavy. Big drive gap now. Wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It pumps the brakes on the impact. Departure set. Player two managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Taking chunks out of each other here. Overhead. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Ugh, scuff him. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Portable line incoming. Are they going to be able to come back and step? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. A real test of nerves here. Great job in escaping that. Oh my God, Raw super! Breaks through with the throw. Player one delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Revolt? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. What are they thinking here? Still slugging it out here. Goes for the command grab. Taking stock. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Impacts are no-go. Goes in on the impact from KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Nails the anti-air. Smart play, which springs forward with the drive rush. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Revolt? Both fighters planning something? Hits them with a stop and bomb. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. This is a complete closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Fires off a whirlwind. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Dashes forward. The low. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Uses their drive gauge. Forward rush. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Drive rush. Low heavy. Reads the throw and escapes. What's next? Impact squash. Cross up. It's denied. This is gonna hurt. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Anti-air in the clutch. Are you kidding me? Player one delivers the upset. That's one for the replays. We are here in the first round with one of the low kick hits. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Fireball from very low. What's next here? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Sticks with this super art connect. The jump in catches them. Player two is maintaining the corner position, gets him. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. OD Whirlwind to up the ante. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Going in, player two is working with a better gauge. What can they answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry? They made it look easy. Player burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. You've gotta be mindful of reaching jumpers at this range. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Oh no, they're stunned. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters activate the star to get some help on the field. Turning up the heat here with a level 2 super. Handed charges forward. Oh, what's this? Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. OD Whirlwind to up the ante. The throw misses. Projectile to try and change the situation. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. The jump in catches them. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Burnout is triggered. Knockdown. Can't tech the throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. Getting into the end game now. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Inverts the opening impact into a punish counter. Pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? Good instinct to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Lays down a whirlwind. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Activate the star to get them help on the field. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Can they keep up? Oh, the throw connects. Amnesia. Super clutch corner switch. Knockdown and retaliates with the OD mixer. Quick drive rush. You've gotta be They were waiting for it. Reads the throw and escapes. The next touch may decide forward rush. Breaks through with the throw. Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive impact net them a sweet punish counter. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Bops him with a target combo. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Fires off in overdrive. Grabs them in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Jumps up, rolls in. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Free glove. It charges forward. 3-volt ices him. Going on the offensive. Jumps. Brushes that off and keeps going. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Grabs and throws them away. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Medium kick. Lays down a whirlwind. Fights back with the reversal. Throws the bar. Oh, now that is a punish. The corner throw ends it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump-in is denied. Throws him down. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. An aggressive attack. All right. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Takes a trip. The low doesn't connect. The super armored, good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Knockdown. Uses the parry. Their spacing is so on point right now. But Booth Springs picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Big opportunity now in this corner. 3-volt ices them. Player 1 there's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Going in. Goes for the jump in. Jumps in. Blocks it. Paints. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Smart play with the throw. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. They're hurt. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player 1 can't closes it out. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big throw. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Down to the wire. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Opts for the throw. What's the play here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Closing moments of the match. Changes them in with the left shuka. Both fighters are fit. The super doesn't hit. They take a super art. Okay, creating some gets. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Both players will need to keep hits them with a stop and bow. Gets scooped from down low. Smart play with the throw. Spikes him with free glove. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Experiencing burnout. Punish counter on reaction. Wrecks them. Just hits them with a drive impact. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Start things off with adds a bit of OD spice. They were waiting for it. Saw that coming. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Drops them. Knew the throw was coming. Perfect execution with the anti-air. What's next? Oh, they changed sides. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Medium kick into. What if the drive impact doesn't work? This can lead to some big damage. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player receives looking for something with Kisara. Okay, drive rush. Up for the level 2 super. Connects with the throw. Forward rush. Player 2. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Reads the jump in perfectly. Catches them out. Catches out the cage right there.
Meaningless efforts.
Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Opens with a jump in, uses their drive gauge. Gets scooped from down low. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Goes for the surprise rush in. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Trips them up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Drive gauge finally recovers. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. Up tap to close it. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Impacts a no-go. 3-volt ices them. Still very early in the round. Both drive runs to keep it going. This is gonna be bad news. Start the push with Arabian Cyclone. From up above, blocks the impact. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Activate Kisara to get some help on the field. Big super art hit. It's on. Can they keep on him? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter and springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will look to impact squat. Low heavy. Good decision with that throw. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't afford burns out. Drops them from the air. Oh my god, what a throw test. Oh, they changed sides. Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Are these two gonna fight forever? Goes to the overdrive. That drive impact doesn't get through. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Trips them up. There's a corner switch. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit KO? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Throws him. What's next? Drive rush to keep it going. Grabs him. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Changes them in with the left shuka. Player 2 is working with a better game. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Knockdown and how can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? The low kick hits. A real test of nerves here. Looking for a chance. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. A jump drops him hard. Throw is denied. What a read! What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting. This gotta do better than that. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Drive rush to keep it going. 3-volt ices him. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Player, perfect execution with the anti-air. Medium kick. Nails the 3-volt. Fools him and locks him in embrace. Amazing. A jump? Oh my God, they just choked it up. Player 2 is in a bear, tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. A real test of nerves here. Closes in. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Player 1 with the rip. Oh, drive rush. Put them on notice. I've seen a lot of fights in my... We're in for something special right here, right now.
Here's to a fair round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The super armor does its job. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. No go for the throw. All right, what's coming up next? The jump in is denied. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Takes a trip. One shot is all both fighters. Will this super art connect? Fires off a whirlwind. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Throwing some shade. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Risky up-close scrap still going. 3-volt? Both fighters plant overhead, but it won't work. Player 2 not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. What's next? Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up to impact counter? No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The Triglav skewers them. It's absolutely relentless. Jump. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, here we go. Drives it back, misses. Excellent block. Player 2. This can lead to some big damage. Goes to the air. Whirlwind crowns him from above. Low heavy. Got him. Mix-up time. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Gets the side switch. Here comes the corner pressure. Throws him. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Quick medium poke. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Closes in. Drive rush. This is burns out. Huge chance that closes it out. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that gun belt. Uses the target combo as a filler. Orbalan. Player 1 has the life advantage. somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Knockdown. Oh, burnout on both sides? From up above. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Next hit will end the round. Okay, creating some space here. A super art? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters planning something, springs forward with the drive rush. There's a change of sides. Each hit is so important here. Drive rush to keep it going. Ooh, double KO. You don't see that every day. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Corrects them. A jump? This makes it whiffs. They're wide open. Ooh, does them dirty. Ooh, what a smart blow. Machine looking for something with Kisara. Getting it all on the drive rush. Drive rush. There's the burnout. Jumps. Here comes the corner press. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh, banks it on the fireball. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The throw whiffs. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Neither of them willing to back off here. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Anything could happen here. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The damage is KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Fires off the Genovo. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Connects with medium kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Fires off a whirlwind. Escapes with the reversal. Activates the star to get some help on the field. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. A quick breather. Player, that's not gonna hit. Can they create enough flatline zone? Player 2 took note. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Here's round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Opts for the throw. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets a chance with that jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up, lands a punish counter for the first hit. Burnout activates. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Knockdown and... Corbalan! This can lead to some big damage. Ooh! A thunderous drive impact to close the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Three glove.
Coming through.
Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Blocks it. Three balls. Player one with knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Crowns him from above. Player forward rush. Nails the three ball. Oh man, just low heavy. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Latsuka throws him in the minefield. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Ooh, crushes the shins. Noticeable, the drive impact doesn't work. And whiffs, they're wide open. Big time whiffs. Player one can't use any drive boost. Are you kidding me? Player one delivers the upset. That's one for the replays. Opens with a jump in. Pokes with a medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Still slugging it out here. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Goes for the throw. All right. Player two is using their drive liberating. Opts for the throw. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Jumps in. One drive rush to keep it going. Jumps up. KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hits them with a stop and pop. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Starts a push with Arabian side, cages them in with a Latsuka. Player two took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Looking for a chance. Three glove. Player two is in a pretty good situation, springs forward with the drive rush. Player one in dire straits with burnout. The throw missed. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big forward throw, laying the pressure on thick. Barely blocks the jump in. There's space, they're going for the super art. Amazing! Player two might have just shifted this round into high, throws him. Any mistake, Rashid looking for something with Isara. Clutch parry. Anticipated that throw. Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. All the throw connects. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player one, and eats it. A parry, reversal. Back that ass up. Quick hits that with confidence. Lynching. Three balls. Okay, will this super art do anything? Super Rashid kick. Throw is aiming for max CPM. Reads the jump in perfectly. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Drive rush. Are you kidding me? Player one straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. Throws them. Breaks the block with a throw. The throw missed. Drive rush to keep it going. Big counter. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. They break things off to take a quick breather. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Grabs him, knocks it, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Player two can't afford mistakes without that. Goes for the super art? Oh, that's not gonna hit. Both fighters are weighing their options and smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Then charges forward. Jump. 3-volt ices them. Player one managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player two is what springs forward with the drive rush. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Just goes for it at this range. What'll happen here? This is gonna hurt. Perfect tag. Player two, old school, what's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Three glove. What'll be the plan? Totsugeki to the face. Crowds him, flatlines him. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Stark pushes the envelope with the OD spinning mixer. Throws him. Shoots their shot. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. 3-volt. Player two is looking at a grip, getting it all on this level 2 super art. What were they thinking? They are not getting close to each other. So, what's next? Sticks out a kick. Doing some quick planning? Medium kick.
I summon you!
Player two is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Shrugs that off. Player two with the rhythm owning that space. Somehow manages walls flat into the guard range. Oh, here we go. There's a burnout. A jump tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. A real burnout. Did they mean to do that? Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Machine looking for something with Isara. They're just gonna go for it with the super. They're taking an excellent read. Just go for it. Player two can't use any drive boost. They didn't check the throw. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one. Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Here's round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Decides to go in with the target combo. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Goes for the command grab. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Burnout is triggered. All right, what's coming up next? Goes for the super art? KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Can't tech the throw, springs forward with the drive rush. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Player two needs to use the threat of the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one in dire straits with burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Connects with medium kick. Doing some quick planning? Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Spikes them with 3 gloves. Cages them in with the left shuka. Burnout dissipates. Gotta be careful not springs forward with the drive rush. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Drive rush. Ugh, scuff him. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Medium kick hits. Breaks the block with a throw. Ooh, what a smart play. Which fighter will control the pit zone with a stopping bomb? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Oh, here we go. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Punish counter on reaction. Guard all in with a rush. 3 balls. Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major, but gets him with a Euro step. Getting it all on this level 2 super art. They've got about half life left. Player 1 is on track to steal this back after that super. Ooh, crushes the shins. Nails the 3-ball. Looking for a hole. And whiffs. They're wide open. Breaking them shins with a low heavy. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? All in with a rush. It is over. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Ooh, there's a charges forward. No more drive gauge. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Takes a trip. The jump in catches, makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Reads them. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Rashid's making the chat go nuts with OD spinning mixer. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Checks with a medium kick. Pokes with a medium kick. 3-volt ices him. Pounding them with the Lavchuka. Can they stand the heat? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? The drive impact doesn't work. Knocks him out of the air. Drive rush. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with the... Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Jumps in. 3-volt. Player 1 with getting it all on the drive rush. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. A jump, cross-up attack. Both fighters planning some... This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, kick forward rush. Player 2 needs huge chance after that wall splat. Oh, here we go. Player 2 all in with a rush. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Getting up and whiff. They're wide open. Orbalon incoming. Big gauge lead here. Nails the 3-ball. No, critical arc out.
Here comes Rashid.
Damn it, calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Pokes with a kick, uses their drive gauge. Escapes with the reversal. Decides to meet them in the air. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fighters are barely alive. 3-volt, both fighters planning some burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Yes, drive impact for the win. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with a projectile. Player 2 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Very slick with the combo. There's a change of sides. Full S8 springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and... They're going for the super art?
Prepare for turbulence.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1, drive rush. All the throw connects. A quick breather, drive rush to keep it going. Throws them. up, forward rush. Player 2, what a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. A jump, gets him with a Euro step. Jump, picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Finds the target. Player 2, solid anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Excellent, send him to another dimension. Oh, the drive impact doesn't work. Somehow manages to block the jump in. All in with a rush. Okay, here we go. He stars out. Rashid's gonna start stealing. Dangerous range here. Fights back with a forward. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? What's next? Pops him hard. Impact squashed. Back that ass up. A real test of nerves here. Medium kick. The brain on this fighter to fish for the counter in that situation. They are done! Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They go all in. 3-volt ices him. Took him to the corner in a flash. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Picture perfect punish counter. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Lays down a whirlwind. Life lead opens up, cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Jumps. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Overdrive art? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Departure set. Departure. Goes for the jump in. Jumps in. Solid anti-air. Springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the target combo as a filler. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Neither fighter reads the jump in perfectly. Just what they were after. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opts to create space to start. The last round. It's now or never. Fires off a whirlwind. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Knockdown and player 2 burns the gauge to turn up the heat. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Low heavy. Player gets him with a Euro step. A jump in, anti-air in the clutch. Perfect execution with the anti-air. The low kick hits. Both the lows block. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Nails the 3-ball. Oh my God, raw super. Carries the fireball. Oh, coming for you. All in with a rush. Dangerous range here. Links it. Ooh, what a smart throw. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2 closes in. Are you kidding me? Player 1 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Time to get down to the knocked up out of the air. Fires off a whirlwind. Just out of range for that throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Deftly shuts out the jump in. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. They hit each other. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Life lead opens up. Throws him. What's next? Where is their opening? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Drive in there! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Just out of range for that throw. Drive time! Blocks the low heavy and jumps in. Goes with the safe stuff with that target ball. Going in? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 is dominating this match. 3-ball, a quick breather. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 has, ooh, what a smart throw. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Both fighters planning something, knocked them out of the air. They were not cleared for takeoff. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Connects with medium kick. Hits up the counter. This clutch, anti-air. Anti-air in the clutch. Medium kick hits. Taking chunks out of each other. Crowns them from above. With stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Drive rush. Nails the 3-ball. What now? Getting it all on this level 2 super arm. Player 2 uses the teleport. Not going anywhere. This may turn into a big chance. Gets him with a Euro step. Pumps him hard. Closes it out. Player 1 straight. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 2 has the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? All right, what's coming up next? Drive gauge finally recovers. Throws them to negate the block. Goes to the overdrive.
You're mine.
Good parry here to try and make something happen. Back. Oh!
If I
Picture perfect punish counter. Strings it all together. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Gets them. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Drive rush to keep it going. Medium kick. Can't tech the throw. A quick breather. Lays down a whirlwind. Scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Going in. Player 1 holding on to that corner and blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Knockdown and crowns him from a KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Goes for it all, but just misses. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps up. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Max SA Gate springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 is on the brink of the connects with the throw. Player 1 is the low. The pace quickens after trading hits. Starts with whirling. Shoots their shot. Punish counter on reaction. Lazuka throws him in the minefield. Lands the super. Time for dessert. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Looking for a hole. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Jump all or nothing parry. Do they have rushes in? Oh, they've got a big one. What a sick punish counter.
Rashid.
Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. A jump? Scores a counter hit with the OD mix. No good up high. Big counter. Strings it all together. Checks him with the projectile. Blocks the low heavy. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Life lead opens. That's not gonna hit. Closing moments of the match. One hit wins out in the battle of the skies. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That drive impact doesn't get through. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Drive rush to keep it going. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 1 has the meter lead. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 charges forward. Still slugging it out at this range. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The throw missed. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Player 2 in dire straits with threat activation star to get some help on the field. Checks with a medium kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. That's not gonna hit. Oh no, they're stunned. Are we gonna see a comeback? Chernobyl! Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the knockdown, and now still slugging it out here. The impact gets blocked. Stands firm and blocks the drive. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Knockdown. I can't keep track of these corner switches. throws them to negate the block. Player 2 chases them down. Lays down a whirlwind. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 will this super art connect? This is a critical point of the round where they just closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Scores a big punish counter with that opening drive impact shot. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the jump in. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Quick breather. A super art? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Baits them and goes in for the hug. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive down. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 all in with a rush. Medium kick hit. Closing moments of the match. One hit cutter changes them in with a left shuka. Player 1 drive rush. Meets them air to air. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open, hits them with a stopping bomb. Throws them. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Taps them on the toe. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Lasuka throws them in the minefield. Player 2 isn't burnt, uses the teleport. Reversal. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. The throw to nothing stops this train. Breakup. Player 1 is in a very low. Only the best Rashid looking for something with these stars. They're taking a step to drive rush. Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Getting it all on the drive rush. A jump?
No.
Portable on incoming.
Here.
Very nice, Rizla. Are they going to be able to forward rush? All in with a rush. Player 1, oh my God, raw super. Stone cold embrace. They are done. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Pokes with a medium kick. Oh, what's this? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. What's the play here? There's a corner switch. Player 1 has the life lead. Big counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The load doesn't connect. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 1 chases him down. The super down to the wire. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Revolve takes a trip. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Were they baiting them into that? KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps in. They can open up this round big by converting this punish. Heats it up with a combo into super. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Both fighters planning something? Their drive rush to keep it going. Barely blocks the jump in. Do they have enough drive gains? Going in? Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Gets the jump in. The low block. Gets him with a Euro step. Here comes the corner pressure. Jumps. This is gonna KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hits them with a stopping bomb. This is gonna be bad news. Connects with the throw. Player 1 needs to fix that iffy gauge management to stay in this. They are not getting close to each other. Betting it all on the drive rush. All the throw connects. What now? What drive rush? Holy! Taps him on the dome. Both are returns out. Torbalan incoming. With Totsugeki to the base. Back into the corner. Ooh, what a smart blow. What's next? Player 1 can't use meets them air to air. Excellent block. Player 2 is in burnout state. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Looking for a hole. Oh yeah. See it, Terry. Here comes the push. All in with a rush.
Meaningless efforts.
Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch.
Now observe.
But all the throw connects. Clean parry. Gets the jump in. Surprises them with a drive rush. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Life lead opens up. That's some big juicy damage. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The attack is parried. Impacts a no-go. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Hits them with a stop and bop. Knockdown and jumps up. Burnout activates. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. What'll happen here? Grabs and throws them away. They just won't stop switching sides. Kisar is active. Here comes the Rude Sandstorm. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
versus practice.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Here's to round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Away. It's on. Here. Here. Now observe.
Gets a chance with that jump. There's a flash. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Definitely shuts out the jumping. Combo with the target combo. Gets the jump in. Player 2 creates a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Slides in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Challenge from above. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Going in? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Spikes them with 3 gloves.
Break through. Here.
Their will to win is really being tested. Cages them in with the left shuka. That's not gonna hit. Ooh, they're gonna feel that the low heavy connected. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Goes for the jump in to start. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Shrugs that off. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Can they stop this light lead from getting bigger? Getting it all on the drive rush. Okay, here we go. Where's this going? What are they gonna do? Sets up with the jump in. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Lifts them with a knee and brings them down. Player 2 walls flat into the guard break. Jump drops hard. This may turn into a big chance. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. What? Anti-air. Reebok? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Through the door. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Hits with the overhead. Taking stock. Where's their perfect? Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that baits out the attack and gets the punish counter? Risky up-close scrap still going. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. A quick breather. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive is... Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in, looking for a chance. Perfect execution with the anti-air. The throw is denied. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Start solid anti-air. Hug nothing but air. Reads the jump in perfectly. Jump, sets up with the jump in. Looking to follow up more fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Oh, that's gonna leave a crater. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Got him. Mix up time. Parries. Crowns him from above. Dribble. Lazuka. Throws them in the minefield. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Okay, here we go. Player 2, super armor, hold and calculated. Player 2, I called it! The super's blocked! Fools them and locks them in embrace. Ugh, take a seat! Are you kidding me? Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Period, Byron Taylor.
I've been a failure, I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure.
DJ.
But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons.
Crank it up.
I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man.
All right,
Practice
I'm
makes
ready.
perfect, and I'm already.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to a fair fight.
Hope you'll put up a fight.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player one is just about out of drive after that. All right. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. From up above, their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Combo with the target combo. Kill rush. Gets the combo. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Oh, could be the start of something. Looks like they both relied a lot on it. Oh, burnout triggered. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Watching each other carefully. Springs forward with a drive rush. Knockdown and... Player two will look to apply pressure here. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Are we good? Oh, what is this? Yes, drive impact for the win. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They block the overhead and... There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. All right, what's coming up next? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Taking stock. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Oh, talk about overextending. Combo with the target combo. Solid combo. Feeling out the spacing. Will this super art connect? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Brushes off the impact. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. They're backed up into the corner. Oh, burnout triggered. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? Manages to block the jump-in attack. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. This is a prime opportunity to... just goes for it at this range. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown and Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here, scrapping it out up close. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Doesn't miss a beat. Barely blocks, threads it cleanly. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Departure set. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 is dangerously close to running out of drive. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins and clutch anti-air. Fools them and locks them in embrace. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Very nice, reload. Forward rush. All in with a rush. Links it. Player 2. Super arts to show up what a PhD and fire can do for you. Cashes out the full game for the cycle champ. Didn't anyone tell you? Head off his meat tenderized. What's next? Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Portable on incoming. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Ooh, what a smart blow. Amazing. Oh, yo, raw super hit. What were they thinking? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is it. Rushes in. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that runback. Drop some hard. Departure set. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips him up. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Taking stock. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in. Reads them. Grabs them with the embrace. Where is their opening? Engages them in with the left shuka. Springs forward with the drive rush. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good, but wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Hit them with a 1-2-3. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Grabs them with the embrace. Player 1 can build off this lead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Zones with springs forward with the drive rush. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters planning something? Drive rush to keep it going. Going in? Checks with a medium. Oh, burnout triggered. Peppers him with a psycho flip. All the throw connects. What'll happen here? Player 2 reads the throw and escapes. Psycho flip. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.